I do plan to have the avatar updated, by the way.
Which? Your one or my one?
Mine.
Okay.
Have you changed your avatar again?
Not a lot.
Did you add that jacket that you were talking about?
No. I want... Well, I needed to add fancy face tracking. And the way you do that is you go in and you hand modify the model a bunch. But to do that, I wanted to fix the deficiencies in the old model I saw. So now I'm kind of in like a sweater, but a fancy sweater.
Okay.
As well as I had to remake the ear, I had to remake most of the face. So it's all a little different now.
Okay.
But the old
So
one should work fine.
So you look, I'm guessing, less Alistair-like.
I don't know, you'd have to come tell me.
Oh no, now I gotta actually look at it.
It's not like a sweatshirt. Well, not a sweatshirt. It's not a sweatshirt, but it's not the same shirt as the old one. But I feel it looks much better.
Reels. Okay.
As well as
Owls are like, I'm hungry. I'm working on it.
How many cakes do we have?
Made a few.
Indeed.
I made quite a few. That all goes into the breeding pen.
Indeed.
Okay, this is sorting itself out. Come over there, because that tells me the cakes are done.
One cake is done. A second cake is about to be done.
Cool.
That is... Nintendo turns 135 this year.
What does?
Nintendo. I think they started out making cards. I think that's what they started out as.
Where's your partner?
What?
I'm not the one who closed it. Don't give me that scowl look. It's not my problem. What? Do you want a treat? Okay.
What did you think the answer there was going to be to do you want a treat?
Sometimes she says no.
Has she ever said no? What?
Yes, she has. She has denied treats before.
That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel like what a cat would do.
On stream, I gave her a treat and she denied it. She was like, "Nah, I don't want it. It's not sufficient for a stream treat."
It wasn't sufficient.
She's had her moments of just going, "Nah, this one is not worthy. This is not worthy."
This treat does not pass the consumption threshold. Don't torture any innocent animals for you. We might not be able to achieve that one. We'll try, but we might not be able to achieve that. I'll have to be honest.
I mean, I'm fairly good to my pals. I don't know about you.
I mean, I keep giving them guns, so...
There has never been a point in humanity where it's been a bad decision to do so.
I've never heard of anything happening.
You can even say it with a straight face. Mining, I love to mine. Mining, I love to mine.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole.
No! What that's stuck in my head again, bro.
It's such a good song. What do you mean, no?
It is an excellent song. I don't need it stuck in my head again, though.
You have to listen to it for the rest of your life. He's investigating the drain. I was just in there. Are you gonna hop in too? No, you're just gonna lick more water. That has to
be soap and water. I was just in there. I should probably take my stuff off the sill before you guys knock it over. You're just in a licky mood, aren't you?
Do I have a round loaded? I do have a round loaded. Do I need to though? It's a level 5 syndicates. I don't really think I need to.
Trying to think of like.
What are you?
I'm looking at your character and I'm trying to think of lore to explain.
I have magic. Cause I've given thoughts to it as well, like how the heck do I put a helmet on this character? Or a hat for that matter.
I said lore, not clothing wear.
Well, no. But like, how do I work a hat onto this with like lore reasons? So like, do I just only get to wear like the golf cap that only does like, that just sits on your forehead?
You put holes in it.
Well, I know, but with antlers, a hole doesn't cut it. With the ears, yeah, but with antlers, it just doesn't cut it. So that's why the antlers are crystal, because they're magic and they can go through the hat. So I don't have to worry about it.
That just sounds like a cool excuse to have, so you don't have to worry about poor hats.
Why? I mean, like, yeah, that's it. That's the entire reason behind it. So I don't have to have an excuse to. So I have an excuse for why I can wear hats, is with the magic that goes through it. So that people can't complain like, "Hey, it's clipping. You're terrible at this thing."
I mean, I have fluffy ears.
Yeah, but I mean, like, with ears, it's very clear you just make a hole in the hat, and they go through.
Or you just hide it inside the hat.
Yeah.
I've done that for characters.
But with antlers, you can't really do that. It's a little more difficult.
Mm.
Oh, there's some electric things for me to kill.
I think you can get the whole magical, like, crystal vibe across if you had them, like, I guess, like, they're levitating.
They are not done for sure.
They're I'm sorry, I keep seeing it.
What do you keep seeing?
The Alistair inspiration.
It predates Alistair, I promise you.
It's stuck, I'm
Hello.
sorry. Just how you stretched your, like, on the old model, it definitely had that vibe.
Oh, the extra long is because of the ears.
Even your antlers are longer than before.
Oh, no, the ears are almost the same. The problem is the antlers. It occurred to me that I had these ears. You feel like they're really like twitchy and whatnot. That's because they're supposed to be animated, but it mostly just ends up in them being really jittery, which is not the desired effect. But one of the things they can do is they can tilt forward a bunch, and if they did that with the old antlers, they went through the antlers, which I didn't like.
Okay.
So the solution was just make them longer.
Just the general shape you have with your ears. That's why it's giving me that Alistair vibe.
The worst part is the ears actually were inspired part of by that show, but not by Alistair, by a different character in that show.
By which one?
You know the lady with really big ears who has the 2 kids who kills the first angel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, those aren't her ears. That's her hair.
But it's shaped like the old like ear style though.
Those are no.
I didn't think those were hair. I don't think that's
her hair.
I don't think so, because it reminds me of like the old
scene with her hair down. Like she undoes it before she ends up teaching Vaggie how to defeat the angels in the first place.
I thought she had it during that scene.
No,
I've seen that scene twice. Oh, hi, buddy. There's a new kitty joining.
You know what? I'm gonna double check.
And now there's a new
double-check.
kitty on the stream. Oh, why is he also... He's also elevated above where he should be. I have to fix you, buddy. You're in the wrong spot on the screen. Not by much, though.
And that was Cormelia.
Yes.
Cormelia. Yeah, no, she doesn't have ears.
Well, her hair is what inspired the ears.
Yeah.
Not Alistair.
That's all her hair. That's just her hair done up.
Hmm.
I know in the original animation of her hair was done more like that to look like ears.
Hmm.
Yeah, but no, that's just her hair done upward.
Yeah, no, that's the original inspiration for me. For why I wanted to add ears. It has nothing to do with Alistair.
Right, so I have the show correct where the inspiration came from, just wrong character.
Yes. And then the antlers just don't have any correlation with the show. And the hair also has no correlation. The hair is custom.
I mean...
Are we eating
Good.
tape? No, don't eat tape. You don't need that.
So you seriously thought her hair done in that way was...
I thought it was meant to be ears. Because I've seen ears like that on, like... Well, typically, to me, it's like the
No,
Egyptian
that's
style.
hair. That is hair.
I've seen ears like that, though. Which
I
is...
have never seen ears done like that.
Are we biting cables? We better not
I've never seen ears done that way.
I could pull it up right now in Vroid Studio and show you that those are ears you can just get in the pre-made in the app. Like, I know of at least one other YouTuber who I've seen do something like that. I don't remember who they were, like what their name was.
I mean, they probably are there to mimic, like, considering all the symbolism that they've had in Has-Been Hotel, for starters. I mean, it could easily be a representation of horns as well, because that's what I initially thought they were, until I had a closer look and was like, oh no, that's her hair.
No, yeah, for me it was, those are ears.
You know, in Has-Been Hotel, like, they've been very distinct on what the ears look like
Hmm.
when they've done them. And not only that, every single ear that I've seen that they've done that's been like that has been like fluffy ears.
They do like the
Not
fluffy ears.
Smooth ears. When they've done that kind of thing. It's from what I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid she was the inspiration for the ears. It was not Alistair. Which is really funny now, knowing that the character without the giant fluffy ears is what inspired the giant fluffy ears.
It was like, we literally just had, like, you sent me your model, and I'm just remembering the last conversation we had. And I was just like, why does this make me think of Alistair, like, right off the bat looking at it?
It is hilarious, though, that it actually just genuinely has nothing to do with it. Like, I don't know if I could even do, like, the radio voice, because I have, like, a voice changer thing where I can add a voice, like, the radio style
No,
filter to
that'd be-
it, but I feel like...
Please don't do that on April Fools. I'd be immensely wanting to auto leave and just hide.
Well, see, I think it...
Auto leave and hide.
I just like that, like, sound of, like, the old, like, clicky and poppy, like, ancient radio sound. I like that, but...
Okay.
I have to wait a while before I did it, because
Alistair
Alistair...
is his cocky attitude.
I have to let the show, like, die down in public consciousness before I can start doing something like that again.
You can do it as an April Fools.
I could do it as April Fools.
And you would get away with that. technically speaking.
Dang it! I have to take both the cats off the stream. They all left me
Oh no, why did they leave you?
because they started fighting each other.
Aw. Kitties. Why you do?
Because they're kittens, basically. They're not even a year old. Which is kind of
They're gonna
impressive,
get big.
considering one of them is like 10 pounds. Oh no, one of them is 11 pounds. And not a year old.
I'm gonna quietly look at my cat that's literally like 6.5 pounds.
Well, that's... See,
That's
that's
13
the...
years old.
That's the runt. The runt's that small.
She was
And I'm not...
technically not a runt.
I don't mean to call her a runt. I mean as in the runt of the litter that we got. So Tai Lung, he is that small. He is tiny. Like that. I don't mean to call your cat a runt.
Like, I mean, overall, she's not like. I do get the reminder that she is a lot smaller than the average cat. Because I walk up to a cat and I'm like, why are you so big? And then I have to think about, oh right, my cat's like literally half the size of a normal, large-sized cat. Because like, I remember Malcolm and Juniper, like both of them were roughly like 11 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And they were massive for me to pick.
Mm.
And they were slightly overweight, but not like obesely.
I've had an obese
So-
cat.
It's not.
He was 24 pounds, I think, at his heaviest.
Oh dear God.
But he was also... Like, he wasn't just an godly beast. He was just big. But he was so soft and squishy. It was amazing. Because he did not care if you used him as a pillow. It was amazing.
See, my kitty doesn't generally care about that either.
I know, but
Then
he
again,
was...
she invites herself into like the bedroom and cuddles up with whoever is sleeping in there.
And when I say like use as a pillow, I do mean like you could put your full head weight on him and like let it rest and he would not move. He was the mellowest cat imaginable.
Dear God.
He was so cute. I wonder what the top of the computer's temperature is currently.
Why is your cat's like
It's toasty.
glued to it?
No. They're not allowed on the... Oh! They're all here! We get to bring them all online! All the kitties. They're all here! They can all get the pets. They so deserve.
Let all your kitties?
Yep, they're all here.
I've got mine in my arms at the moment.
Well, that's
Give it a
good.
second to hug her.
Well, thank you, Flarfie, for joining me on this fine evening. And thank you all for joining me for all Twitch viewers for joining me on this fine evening. Please come, if you're a YouTube viewer, please come join me and at Twitch. And Flarfie will also be linked in the description. That